can't possibly give this one up. I wonder if I wait on the rigging runner, though. This is a pretty sweet one. Turn 2 Fathom Fleet Captain. Can do the Fathom Fleet Firebrand if I want. Vraska's a little bit out of place, but it's so powerful. I'm still pretty happy to have it here. Okay. Like I said, the real question is whether or not I want to play the rigging runner right away, or whether I want to try and get the raid off on it. I think with that Sure Strike, I want to go Fathom Fleet Captain first, and then rigging runner later. So we'll go Swamp, Swamp, Fathom Fleet. Sure, that's fine. I actually like drawing a land there because it gets us closer to the Vraska. Another mountain would be okay because that would let me possibly get the Wily Goblin down that I need. Sky March Bloodletter. Ow. Cool. So they're going to let me get this Fathom Fleet in. I guess that it doesn't matter to play it first. Let's... Fathom Fleet Captain. It's got Menace. Doesn't trigger yet either, though. And then we can Rigging Runner. Maybe that's why I should have Rigging Runnered earlier. Probably. I can now Fathom Fleet Firebrand and Fathom Fleet Captain, or I can also go Sure Strike and use it. So that's pretty good. Fathom Fleet Cutthroat for no value. Sure, take 3 in the air. This seems like a really aggressive format again. Lightning Rig Crew is good. But I'm happy enough just... do I want to send with the Rigging Runner? Kind of need to block this. I think it's okay. Because I do have the Sure Strike. If they decide to not block, then I have the Fathom Fleet Firebrand and I can double block it on the backswing. And this is perfectly acceptable too, though. A little unfortunate to use the Sure Strike before we get Fathom Fleet Captain in again. And they're trying to block it. Because they're going to try and start blocking it soon. Contract Killing. Ow. Now they might just keep attacking. Just brace us. Really depends on their hand. Personally, what I'm hoping for here... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice. Contract Killing into another creature. Yeah, now they definitely race. I would love to get another... another mountain. Not another swamp. Because I would like to have gone Lightning Rig Crew and a Fathom Fleet Firebrand. I guess I could just Lightning Rig Crew. Does block this on the ground. I can kind of just ignore it. Direfleet Interloper does the same thing, though, as long as it explores properly. Let's explore first. Okay, March of the Drowned. I could put that in my graveyard. Doesn't feel like it's doing a ton right now, so I'm gonna put that in the grave. Even if I draw another land here, that's okay, because it might get at me Vraska or another mountain. Either one of those I'm pretty happy with. The downside, of course, of this line of play is that without another mountain, I still can't double cast those, which is a bit of an issue. So it's a close race. We're racing 4-3, but they obviously have ways to gain life here with things like Sky March. That's gross. Yep. They definitely have ways to break that. Problem. Another Dire Fleet Interloper is not going to do it. I mean, it kind of helps, but not enough. Okay, land and draw. Yikes. This is real bad news. So we're just dead in the air next turn. Not quite. Got them to 10. Is there any way that I can win this? I don't think there is. Like, even if we hit a Forest and Vraska, I don't think it's actually winnable. It's got too much flying power. Anointed Deacon the Sky March was real nasty. Contract Killing obviously is very good too. This card's just great. Very solid limited removal. And down to 2. Am I dead now is the question. Do I even get a turn to untap? Yep. I am. Oh, no. Sorry, that's not the right one. I was thinking this is the one that drains for each vampire they have. I'm still dead. I'm still not going to make it through this turn. Like, sure, I can play a Lightning Rig crew and I can attack, but all of that's just kind of useless. We're not able to actually do anything that matters. Started out with a good hand there, but they had a better one. Fathom Fleet Captain couldn't get all the way. Not that time. Dual Shot doesn't seem useful here. All their creatures were a little bit bigger than that. They had the Dire Fleet Hoarder, but well, that's the only real thing that we saw that we could pop off with it. Vanquish the Weak would have been really good to draw. Yeah, I don't think that I like any changes. I mean, I don't want to put in a Swashbuckling for sure when we got destroyed by the Contract Killing. That's really what got us. I think we just send it back, so we'll put it back in there and hope that we draw really well. I have a great starting hand. Ooh, interesting. I don't mulligan it. I think I keep it. I need 1 land to turn on Deadeye and Vanquish. It is almost like a mull to 6 already, though, because Vraska is not the card I actually want to see here. I love the Vraska, but in this particular hand, it's kind of awful. We're just going to need to rip 4 lands in a row to actually have Vraska be useful. And they have to be, at least one of them has to be a specific color, of which I only have 2. That seems tough. Starting off ripping lands, though. That was really good, because I do need to hit 1 at least. I'm hoping that I get to attack in here with the Dire Fleet so I can Deadeye. Dire Fleet does, even if it trades too, means that Vraska will get online, which is really nice for us. If they kill the Dire Fleet, that could almost be awesome for us. Okay, perfect. Even if they kill it, we do get the raid. There is a world in which I would vanquish the weak our own Dire Fleet so we could get the treasure and play Vraska. Just as an aside. Not saying it's going to happen here, but it's not going to happen. Uh-oh. How many Legion Conquistadors are there? Only 1? I mean, not great for us, but not terrible either. Do we vanquish the weak that, or just sure strike through it? I'm kind of thinking vanquish the weak, and the reason being is that it's just better for our mana. If we draw another land next turn, I might want to double sure strike, or Brazen Buccaneers or something. Like, I'm not going to be able to play 3 with something else anytime soon. And it's still a very situational card. So let's just do that. Smash. Hopefully draw a land next turn so we can Brazen Buccaneers. Encampment Keeper. Good little first striker. Ooh, a Fathom Fleet Captain. This card has been getting into our deck, into our hand a lot, which is really nice. Send. We've got the Sure Strike. They can block here, and I think I'm willing to trade a Sure Strike for it. I know that seems really weird. We do get a treasure though. I still get to kill it. We 2-for-1 ourselves on their stupid 1/1, which is awkward. But I can also play the Fathom Fleet Captain. And as much as I want to get Vraska online, I think that this is better. Because now we have another Sure Strike, and I can start using that. Please give me a land. If we can get a land, then we're in great shape that way. Anointed Deacon. Yep, that's fine. I can actually race this just perfect. Not even going to try and block the Fathom Fleet. Oh, sweet. Better and better. Attack with both. Activate the Fathom Fleet. If they block with the Anointed, we have the Sure Strike. If they try and attack with it on the backswing, we've got Sure Strike. This is like a super obvious Sure Strike, honestly. Yep. Down to 9. We have a good chance this game. Inspiring Cleric gaining them 4 life is really good here. That changes the combat math a lot. Legion Conquistador. I can definitely still lose this. Skymarch Bloodletter is really getting in there with this Anointed Deacon. It is not easy. Okay. That's pretty solid. With the March of the Drowned, I think I'm okay doing this. Yep, that's fine. Because we can buy that back if needed. We can still have the defensive Sure Strike. And March of the Drowned will be pretty solid now that we have 2 creatures. I'm hoping that they're running out of gas. I'm still in the mode where I would love to just draw lands. Well, they were tapping like they had something. They started to play something. So they don't have all land or anything. Man, Skymarch Bloodletter into Anointed Deacon is gross. It's a little awkward that we just couldn't have another land there, so we could have March of the Drowned and then still held up Sure Strike. Oh, there it is. That Looming Altasaur is actually amazing right now. That stops a lot of what we're doing. So I could March of the Drowned, get back the Dire Fleet, and the Deadeye. double pirates, leave this one back. I'm worried about... I really want to get this dead again right away so we could get Vraska and kill this and actually have a chance of winning. We need that or like unfriendly fire. Okay, attack with both pirates. If they want to double block with Anointed Deacon, I'm pretty happy with that. And if they want to trade this way, I am also okay with that. Pay one, get back both, Deadeye them. Although that's probably just wrong. I maybe should have just Dire Fleet Hoarder just so that we could make sure that it would die. Get the Vraska online. That was probably a huge mistake. I wanted to get rid of the last card in hand too, though. Because I was worried that they would just kill us. They have another, like, Sky March. We might as well just be dead. Getting it out of their hand seemed useful. I didn't think that they had a land. It felt like they had something. Guess I'm wrong. Yeah. Have to deal 7, and we just don't have enough. Don't think, anyways. I mean, we'll Brazen Buccaneers, smash in, maybe be able to Sure Strike around things. We've got a lot of menace. They can certainly block wrong, although I can't imagine they don't know that we have the Sure Strike. Like, that's pretty obvious at this point. And they've avoided blocking with the Anointed Deacon the whole time because of it. Alright, try and win. Do I do it? Please? Woo! Oh, baby, got there. On to game 3. Nice. I can't believe they didn't block. That's crazy. I guess that we still won even if they did. I was really worried that they would have something. It was a very, very close game. Whew. Wow, wow, wow. What a game. Okay, so they've got the 1-7. Those flyers are a real problem. I don't know that what we can do about them. I just don't have a lot. Dual shot doesn't do anything. We have to just try and unfriendly fire them and vanquish the weak them. Really my only real hope. Alright, I'm just gonna send it back. Vraska, okay. I love you, girl, but can you not be in my opening hand? Well, it's not. Both of the forests are, which is pretty awkward. Rigging Runner into Headstrong Brute. I'm going to keep it. I'm on the draw. There's a really good chance that we hit a swamp. Even if we don't, we still have a decent curve. Yeah, we're going to Rigging Runner with no value. I just want to be aggressive right now. Alright, pass. I don't feel like Sure Striking the Skyblade of the Legion is particularly relevant. Oh, if they lead off with the Bloodletter again. Queen's Commission. That I am okay with. We've got the Rigging Runner on the ground. We don't really care about those. We've got good defense against it. Ooh, I could use a swamp. I could definitely use a swamp. This is not where I hope to be. Not at all. Swamp off the top, and we're in great shape, though, because Dire Fleet Interloper would be good. And, of course, now Vraska is live, which is really nice. If we get a swamp, then we're... doing great. Darn. I can't be that surprised. We only have 6 in the deck. We've drawn an absurdly large amount every other game until now. If anything, it's been weird that we haven't been drawing a lot more mountains. And that's almost got us in trouble a couple times with our Wily Goblin. Probably would have been a tougher matchup in the first one. If our opponent had a really strong deck in round 1, we probably would have been in a lot of trouble because of the little stumbles with the mana. Conquistador, get a Conquistador. Please give me a swamp. Yes. Okay. Now we are cooking. So Headstrong Brute, get in. If they decide to double block, I probably Sure Strike. But they don't. I guess that I don't even have to. March of the Drown just makes trades so good for me. Hitting the land there kind of sucks. Don't really need that to happen, but we'll be okay. I can trade Dire Fleet Interloper for this Legion and feel pretty good about it. Especially with the March of the Drown. Like, getting it back and exploring again is really sweet. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'll definitely trade. It makes them harder. It makes it harder for them to block the Headstrong Brute, too. Ooh, a Lightning Rig Crew. Do I want to play that, or do I want to play the Dire Fleet? Dire Fleet is better for our mana. Lightning Rig Crew just lets us start going off with all the pirates that we're going to be casting, though. Lightning Rig Crew. Oh, there we go. Opponent's finally drawing mana. They were a little bit stuck. So this could make a big difference. Oh, wow. Glad I have an Unfriendly Fire, but gross. Gross, gross, gross. Hell Rider, but with Drain instead. That is pretty sick. So let's go block, block. I don't think we want to use Sure Strike because we are just going to Unfriendly Fire the Sanctum Seeker. That is pretty disgusting, though. What a turnaround. Snap that off, attack the Headstrong, and pass. Man, I think that we're still okay here, but we went from being miles ahead, where I felt like I was in amazing shape, to suddenly in quite a lot of trouble. Anointed Deacon. Ugh. That's an issue with the Skyblade. Need another Unfriendly Fire, unfortunately. I'm not sure how I'm going to win this. Headstrong Brute definitely gets in. And then I guess we Dire Fleet Interloper. Making sure to Lightning Rig Crew. Toss that in the graveyard. It does actually make the March of the Drowned a little better too. So I'm pretty okay with that. We're still kind of racing here. And with that Sure Strike, we can make a break for it. Uh-oh. Contract killing? This feels like a contract killing. Yep. I just really hope that they get in with this Anointed Deacon and I get to kill it. I want Lightning Rig Crew to get it. That's our way to win here, is if our opponent pushes their advantage and attacks all their creatures. Which doesn't look like a bad idea. Or even just like with Legion Conquistador and Anointed Deacon. That seems like a pretty decent attack. Yeah. They've been smart enough not to do anything with it before. Although, last time, not attacking with it might have lost them the game, because I did end up Sure Striking for the win anyways. Hard to say. With the double Menace, we had a really good chance. Now I'm a little terrified. So Headstrong Brute, get in. Taking 3, we're going to 1. We don't need to kill them this turn. It would be great. If we could, it'd be awesome. If they block Vampire and Legion Conquistador, we just let it happen. If they don't block, well, obviously we just win. Yeah. So I'm kind of going to go Dire Fleet, Dire Fleet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave up Sure Strike. I don't even have to, though. I wish we had one more Swamp here. I'd love to Fathom Fleet or Dire... Well, a Fathom Fleet Hoarder. Fathom Fleet Captain. March of the Drowned. And Dire Fleet. That's kind of the dream. I'm going to go for the 2 Dire Fleets. Hope that we hit a Swamp off of it. I already played my land for the turn, though. Vraska? Vraska would be cool, too. Rigging Runner. That we can put into the graveyard. I mean, that might have been the turn to attack the Rigging Runner, too. Extra points of damage are very important right now. Even if they just didn't block and we dealt them 1. My big problem was... I didn't like if they blocked the 2-2, but that was probably okay. Ugh, another contract killing? Gross. That's real nasty. Yep. Oh, they're attacking with Anointed Deacon. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that doesn't matter. I can deal them 4 on the backswing. 5, 6. So we win. We actually just win. If they don't play anything off the treasure, they've got 4 treasure. Okay, so definitely don't use this defensively. Just block. Go to 1. Please don't kill me with a bloodletter. Please don't kill me with a bloodletter. I get the feeling I'm going to die with a bloodletter. 3. Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. Oh, sick. Sick beats. Darn. So if I'd gone Fathom Fleet Captain and Dire Fleet Hoarder, they killed the Fathom Fleet Captain. I'd have the Dire Fleet, the Interloper, and we would draw the Wily Goblin. Oh, we'd have drawn the Rigging Runner, sorry. So I could kill the Fathom Fleet. I'd have Dire and Rigging. Could I actually have put together a win from that? No. Not unless they didn't block, which would be insane. Well, it was close. We definitely put up a fight. That was a good game. We had a couple of really good games with that opponent. I definitely could have played that differently. I don't think it would have ended up in a different situation. Like, we could have done Fathom Fleet and Dire Fleet Hoarder. We ended up in the same spot either way. I think that I just needed to attack that Rigging Runner that turn. I don't think that it would have ultimately made the difference because we had the Lightning Rigger crew killed. But, man, not knowing about this, if I had actually... I think that the play, if we knew that this was in their hand, then I probably should have Lightning Rigged Crew block and then Sure Strike it to prevent it from taking damage. And then hope to top deck another Sure Strike for the win. But there's no way for us to have known that. We haven't... I think we saw that once, but it's not super relevant most of the time. And the Lightning Rigged Crew... Like, we needed it to live and to keep the Sure Strike. The odds of us drawing another Sure Strike are really low, and who knows if that's what's actually in their hand. It's easily as likely that they have something like the Bloodletter or the Paladin that makes it 1/1 that they had before. Things like that. Like, there's a ton of cards they could have. Alright, it was a close game, and we'll be back for round 3.